Hi guys, welcome to Boarding Adventure, which is all about sharing and inspiring travel. Here are Sia and Abhi, and this time we are in Capitol Reef National Park in Utah. We take you to awe-inspiring lookouts, impressive formations with hikes that are a definite must-do. There will be arches, narrow canyons, rock formations and plenty of wildlife. So here is how we spent our 2 days and 2 nights adventure in Capitol Reef. Upon entering the park, we took Utah State Route 24. The entire highway is lined with red rock mountain cliffs. Our first stop was the Chimney Rock, which is also a popular hike in the park. If you have a 4-wheel drive, we also recommend going to the Cathedral Valley to view rock outcroppings of the Temple of Sun and Temple of the Moon. Capitol Reef is named after the huge capital-shaped domes like the ones over the US and state capitals. These mountains of rocks fill the entire park, and the best place to see them is the panorama point. We took a turn on the dirt road for the must-visit Sunset Point and Goosenecks Overlook. The Sulphur Creek meanders at the base of the canyon, giving the look of a gooseneck. We also took a short and easy hike to the Sunset Point to get uninterrupted views of the park. The hike is a definite must-do in the beginning for a feel of what the place has to offer. Afterwards, we took the rest of the scenic drive, soaking in the magnanimous rocks and the entire landscape around us. We are at the Grand Wash Trail, which is an easy flat hike surrounded by these huge cliffs, as you can see behind me. We are headed to the Narrows, which is 1.2 miles one way from the trailhead. The Grand Wash Trail continues till it reaches Cassidy Arch on the other side, but we plan to do just a short back and forth hike from this end. We have reached the Narrows, quite an easy hike. It is this narrow path surrounded by these towering cliffs on both sides. If you have ever visited the Narrows at Zion, where you need to hike in water, it is almost a similar structure with a trail that runs between huge cliffs, except that it is on dry land. There are many hollows and windows in the rocks on the trail, and a cool and unique feature to come across. We are now going for the Hickman Bridge trail, which is a natural arch. It is a moderately steep 2.2-mile hike which initially runs along the river. The hike gains a quick elevation in a few minutes, after which it is almost flat. We could spot a lot many Capitol rocks around us. After hiking in a wide canyon over flat rocks, we reached a breathtaking viewpoint at the loop. Hickman Bridge is a natural arch and is a total marvel that is hidden in the park. It's a popular trail. We passed under the arch to continue the loop on the other side. As we exited the park at sunset, the red sandstone had a beautiful orange glow. We recommend staying at the Capitol Reef Resort located at the base of Red Rock Cliffs. You can stay in a carriage, a teepee or cabins, and there is even a bonfire late evenings. Capitol Reef Resort is a cool place to stay close to the national park. There are teepees and cabins which overlook the Red Rock Cliffs. Also, there's an outdoor pool, a jacuzzi, and late night bonfires. Next morning, we soaked in the view around us and headed to the Red River Ranch, another great place to stay with a wooden lodge-like vibe, but the fun part was that they had so many bisons on the ranch. When you are visiting Capitol Reef, make sure to dine at Curry Pizza for delicious Indian-style pizzas here at Bicknell in Utah. The tandoori chicken pizza was delicious, and we do suggest to dine here when you visit Capitol Reef. Upon entering the park, we took the Scenic drive, the left turn towards the visitor center to explore the other side of the park. Our first stop was one of the most strenuous and sought after hikes in the park, the Cassidy Arch, which is situated at the Grand Wash. We are at the Cassidy Arch Trail, about 3.2 miles round trip, pretty strenuous, especially in the first 20 minutes, where you gain 1,000 feet elevation, climbing a huge cliff in a matter of minutes. After that, it is a relatively flat hike, but in the end, you are rewarded with a beautiful natural arch with a backdrop of white dome mountains. You can walk over the arch, take few pictures, and it is all so worthwhile. Towards the last part of hike, we followed cairns over a flat slab of rock to head towards the arch. The arch is even more beautiful in person than all the pictures you might have seen. An extremely photogenic place and a great place to soak in the view of the arch with the backdrop of White Dome Mountains after conquering this difficult hike. We could see the opposing flat cliffs, the rip in the land, and the road below. Walk over the arch is a must-do and reminded me of a similar experience we had at Devil's Arch at Sedona in Arizona. While returning, we took a few pictures inspired by the postcard view of the Fruita Barn. Being an ancient settlement, you can find orchards, barns, schoolhouses, and petroglyphs in the area. We also had ice cream and homemade fruit pies at the Gifford Homestead to reward ourselves after the challenging hike. So guys, that was all from our 2 days at Capitol Reef National Park in Utah. Hope you liked this vlog, and if you did, make sure to check many other from the state and around the world on our channel. Also, please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't and hit the bell icon to never miss an upload at Boarding Adventure.